Hello, my name's Stephen. I sell stuff on eBay as a hobby, and in this video I want to show you my payout for the 25th of October 2022 and also have a look at the items that sold this week. Now, unfortunately, I do have some funds on hold this week because one of the items that I sold hasn't yet reached the buyer, so we'll take a look at that as well. But first of all, let's have a look at what sold. It's Wednesday, the 19th of October, and I've had my first sale of the week, which is this bundle of books by Clive Cussler. Now, the notification came through my phone at 5 past midnight, so in the early hours of this morning when I was tucked up in bed. But what we have here is four random books, really, by Clive Cussler. We've got one from his Dirk Pitt series, which is called Black Wind. And we've got another from the Oregon Files, and this one is called Final Option. And then we've got two books from the Numa Files. This one written with Graham Brown, and it is called Fast Ice. And another one written with Graham Brown, which is called Journey of the Pharaohs. And perhaps I should have mentioned that this one, Final Option, is co-written with Boyd Morrison. So four books by Clive Cussler. They've gone for the full asking price of £9.87, which isn't a great deal of money, but I've picked these up really not together. I picked them up with various different bundles of three or four for £1 in charity shops to make up other series. I quite like selling bundles of books by the same author. Those tend to go better than mixed bundles and certainly go better than single books. But there we are, four paperbacks, £9.87 full asking price, and I will be posting those out this morning. It's Saturday, the 22nd of October, and I have got two items to post out this morning, one of which is this bundle of Disney plush toys from the Winnie the Pooh series. So we've got Winnie the Pooh himself, we've got Eeyore, and Tigger. So that's a nice little set. Now, I bought these from a charity shop for 40p each quite some time ago now. I think maybe as long as 2 years ago. And I've had them listed for an awful long time. And whilst there's been some interest in that, some potential buyers have been watching them now and then, I have sent out offers on these. Nothing has been taken up really. But yesterday evening, they have eventually sold for my final asking price, the full asking price of £8. So those will go out this morning. And the next thing to sell is another jigsaw. Let's put it the right way up. Now, this is called Santa's Flying Visit. It's a Ravensburger puzzle. Ravensburger produce very good, high-quality puzzles. Again, I've had this since before last Christmas, actually, but jigsaw seem to be selling again. I think the Christmas theme now is going to be popular over the next couple of months, so that's very good. I've had this listed for £6 plus £3 postage and packing. It has sold for the full asking price, although the buyer lives in the United States and has paid £37. So this will be going through the global shipping program, so that will go through their centre in Lichfield, where it will then be sent via an international carrier to the United States. So there we are, Ravensburger puzzle, Santa's Flying Visit. Santa's Flying Visit, and that will be going off again this morning. It's Monday the 24th of October, and I've got one sale this morning, which is this jigsaw. It's called Legends of the West, and as you can see, it's a picture of a Native American on a horse looking very 19th century, I guess. So this has got one missing piece, and that is obviously declared in the description. I've got a photo of the completed puzzle with the piece missing, so there shouldn't be any doubt about that. The only concern I have is that I exclusively use Royal Mail. They're on strike tomorrow, and my local depot closes in less than an hour's time. So whether I can wrap this up and get that posted off before then is a little bit doubtful. So the delivery time on this is probably probably going to be delayed. Even more concerned by the fact that the Royal Mail, I should say, is on strike for half of next week. So I'm probably going to take a break from selling given that. But anyway, that's a different matter. This has sold for the full asking price of £9. Given that there is a piece missing, I'm quite happy with that, and I will be getting that off as soon as I can. £23.32 was sent to my bank account on the 25th of October, and this is what eBay has sent me after taking their fees and also after putting a hold on £8 worth of funds because one of my items has not yet reached the buyer. The fees are standard apart from the 68 pence on Clive Cussler, which is with a 70% reduction because there was an offer on the weekend that I listed that. After postage, I'm left with £19.42. Everything's gone as a small parcel. Paid a little bit extra for Santa's flying visit because that one's going to the United States via the global shipping program. So I've just made sure that there's a little bit extra insurance on that because the buyers actually paid a lot more than £9 for it. So 4 items sold, £19.42 to show for it so far, and hopefully I'll get the £8 held funds resolved fairly soon. Just in case you're interested, this is the item that appears to have gone missing. This sold on the 9th of October, which was a Sunday. I posted it on the 10th, so less than 24 hours later, in fact, using Royal Mail. As far as I know, it still hasn't got to the buyer. I have checked with Royal Mail. I've given what information I can to the buyer, and we're just waiting now to see whether or not the item reaches them or whether they actually get back to me and request an actual refund, which I'll have no problem giving. That's absolutely fine. Obviously, if they've bought the item, they should get it. But it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. I've posted it. I've got all the information that I've given to the buyers. So as far as I'm concerned, there's not a lot else I can do. I just hope that the buyer isn't so unhappy that they leave me negative feedback. Slightly lower payment than I have had for quite a few weeks now, so a little bit disappointing this week, and particularly the fact that I've got some funds on hold has affected that as well. I am a little bit worried about that. I'm quite reliant on Royal Mail, and as they have got ongoing industrial action, in fact, as I'm recording this, the Royal Mail is closed today because of a one-day strike, and there's more action coming up next week as well. And I'm not really sure what to do about it because I don't own a printer. I'm very reliant on them. I get my labels printed off at the local depot. I haven't found a way of doing labelless postage purchase through eBay. So yeah, I'm a bit stuck with it, to be honest. So I may be taking some time off selling until that blows over, unless I can find another solution. Now, it isn't worth me buying a printer. I have looked at it. You can get really good label printers, but they cost £100 or so. And for the volume that I sell, it's really not worth doing. It would take me a very long time to recoup my costs on that. So I'm sticking with the way that I buy postage for the moment. So yeah, that is a bit of a worry. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time, whenever that might be. Bye for now.